My bridging techniques are far beyond any of you. Don't even try to mess with me in Sky Wars or Bed Wars. Hey, what's going on there, everyone? Striker here. I just want to say thank you all so much for 10,000 subscribers. That is actually insane. Thank you all so much for all the new subscribers, commenters, viewers, anyone who has shared my videos. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And to celebrate and sort of give back to you guys for helping me hit 10,000, there is actually going to be a $10 giveaway on my Discord for 3 different people. So if you guys want to try to enter into that, that will be linked down in the description. Just enter into the giveaway section, and best of luck to you. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the plugin showcase. So today's plugin is going to be on executable items, but this is the premium version of this plugin. And if you want to purchase this plugin, I highly recommend you do it now, because he did offer a striker discount of 30% off, which is pretty awesome. So it will only last about a week, and I highly recommend this plugin, guys. The premium version adds so many unique features. You can add custom textures, commands, conditions, even works with custom crafting. So there is a ton that you can do, and there's a whole bunch of activators and triggers that you can detect when running this specific type of item, which is pretty awesome, guys. There is also a free version, but it doesn't have a lot of those unique features. And then you can also check out some of his other plugins. I do also recommend his Piglin trade, which offers custom Piglin trades using an in-game editor, very similar to how he has his executable items. So if you guys want to check out his other resources, his author link will be down in the description. But as I mentioned, we're going to be covering executable items. This is the premium version, and you can buy it on Spigot right up here. So this video is pretty much going to be covering the premium section of all the different types of features that you can add to your specific items. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So first off, we have an epic helmet. This allows you to give speed 3 as well as a health boost. So we also have this particle, so we can actually click to change that. So if we right click it, we can change it to true or false. And that is an ability that you can set for each of these different items. But let's go ahead and put on the helmet, and we get an automatically permanent speed, as well as we get our specific health boost down here. So we can, run around with our specific helmet, and we got our particle effects indicating that it is working properly, which is pretty awesome. You can change and customize a lot of this armor status, very similar to how Hypixel Skyblock is set up. So this is a plugin you can totally have that features ability right here. This allows strength 2 as well as knockback resistance, so that is another attribute that you can add to armor sets. And then this one actually adds a 2.5 armor bonus, so that adds a little bit more protection. And then we got glow for the last one, and now we have a full set of our own custom armor, which is really cool. So you can make pretty much whatever you want with this plugin, which is pretty nice, honestly. So if you don't know how to code anything, or if you don't want to buy custom enchants, you can totally set it up with this plugin. So I'm gonna remove this for now, and then we have custom potion effects that we can have, so we can drink that. We get some cool little particle effects, as well as speed 3 and strength 5, so we can definitely kill a lot of people using that potion. Next up, we have this morph pickaxe. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite features within the premium plugin. So if we actually start mining, so we can mine this gravel right here, we'll go down and we'll say, hey, I want to mine this dirt. So we can actually right click, and it will switch to a different type of tool. So there was an axe, and then I switched to a shovel. So now we have a shovel in the same slot right here, guys. Really cool. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite features with this. So we have our shovel. We can switch to different types of tools. So we can right click again. Now we have the hoe, so we can actually build up here in a second, and we can make our farmland. So we can get our farmland going. We got our crops going, get a little farm. We can right click again. This will change to flint and steel. Right click again, we can get shears, and then we also have a fishing rod, so we can go fishing. And then to switch it back, we need to shift and right click. Now we'll change the tools back to the pickaxe. So now we have the pickaxe, and say we want to go chop down this tree. And let me change out the sun real quick. Chop down the tree, and it is just a normal pickaxe, just like so, which is so cool, guys. Honestly, this is an amazing feature. I do really love this setup, because this is definitely unique to your server. So next up, we have this refillable bucket, which is really cool. So on the bottom, we see our remaining uses. If we go ahead and place the bucket, it does go down by 4. We'll go ahead and place another one over here, and it should go down to 3. But we can actually right click on the source where we placed it, so we can right click on it again and it should go up. So now we have a remaining use of 4, and we should go up a remaining use of 5. Now we can like come over here and we can place a water right there, and it should go back down to 4, and we can place another water source right there and right there. So now we pretty much have our really nice sources of water. We can put one right there, and now we are done. Kind of made a little mess, but you know, that was just an example of how you can actually have that specific bucket. Next up, we have this crazy monster, and I really like this because this is almost like a specific roulette system for mobs. So we can actually right click and we'll cycle through that specific mob, and there we go. Now we have a cow. If we right click on the cow, it will cycle through that specific item again, which is pretty funny. So now we got a rabbit, which is so funny, guys. So let's try the zombie. Let's see what the zombie will switch into, and it goes back to the zombie. So let's try this again. So let's see what we have next. Coming up on our list is going to be the chicken. So there we go. You can have like a little fun betting system which mob it will actually cycle through, which is pretty funny. A really fun feature. This Enderpearl operates a little bit different. You can't just like launch it in the air. You actually have to look at the specific location that you're trying to go to. So I think the sand might be a little bit too far, but we can try it out. So if we look in that general direction and we can right click, yeah, it's a little bit too far in that direction. So the tree is a little bit closer, so I'm gonna aim at top of the tree, and there we go. We just teleported. Look at that, guys. So now we are teleported on the tree. I'm gonna head and go back and get some more of the Enderpearl. So we'll do it again, and I'm gonna look on top of that mountain there, right about there, and we'll click, and boom, now we are on the mountain. So let's say we want to go like right down over there. Now we're at the villager, and that's pretty cool. And then last but not least, definitely probably the coolest feature right here is the Epic Gold, and this is also using the custom resource pack. So as long as you have XP, it will place a leaf block under you. So if we go to GM0, I've already given myself 100 XP. So as long as we're holding it, we should be able to sort of scaffold in a way. So here we go, guys, look at that. As long as we are holding it, and if we stop holding it, it stops doing the leaf block. And you can see by the XP, it is taking a little percentage of the XP each time you're walking around doing your custom hacks, which is pretty hilarious. But this is pretty sweet, guys, not gonna lie. It just adds such a wondrous feature to your server. It's kind of useless, but it looks cool nonetheless. But anyways, guys, that is sort of the main features included with this premium plugin. Pretty awesome stuff here, guys. I'm gonna show you quickly how to add a custom model data if you want to run a custom resource pack. So let's go ahead and look into that. Today's video sponsor is the Songoda Marketplace, and if you are looking for any type of unique or custom plugin for your Minecraft server, there is quite a bit of selection over there, so make sure you guys go check them out using the link down in the description, and you can find some great plugins for your server. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to add items, and then I'll show you how to add your custom model data if you want to have your own custom resource. So we can go new item, and we can do EI, and then create, and then now we need our specific ID. I'm going to call this YT just to make everything simple. Now over here, this is where you can select all the different types of variables and attributes and various things you can do with this specific item. In this instance, I'm going to be using a redstone torch, which is going to have a custom resource. So I'm going to change this to redstone and then torch, redstone torch. So there's the redstone torch. And then now I'm going to be adding my custom model data, and this is just going to be 3. So this just represents the custom model data number. And then in here, you can change the display name. So I'll call this, we'll go new, and we'll do new custom item or something. And then we can change the lore, and then we can remove this specific lore, and we can add a line, and we'll just do a color code to add a space, and then we can add a line, and then we can do custom lore here or something. So you know, it all depends on what you want to add. So I'm going to finish that. So there is the lore, and I'm going to set the true glow to false, and then there is some other different types of activators that you can do to make your item. You can do the test items, and it should be over here. So here we have our custom item. Currently it doesn't really do anything, just for video testing, but let's go ahead and give it, and there is our custom item lore, which is really cool. So this is like the redstone torch custom model data. It does look pretty cool, not gonna lie. So got the little like electricity that's sort of wired up to it, which is pretty awesome. So you know, you can totally mess around with this and sort of make it a weapon, or you can shoot like, you know, particle effects from it, or you can do pretty much whatever you want, but it does look pretty cool, honestly. So there's a ton of stuff that you can do with this plugin. I do recommend go checking out the free version, because that gives more in depth of how to add activators and everything. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know if you have any questions down below. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.